This is Lynn, and today I'm going to show you my flexible bullet journaling system. So, to preface this, my bullet journal isn't quote-unquote aesthetic, and it's definitely not something you see on the top search results on Instagram. There seems to be a preconceived notion that you have to be artistic in order to start bullet journaling. But, truth being told, it's a lot simpler than you think. I know a lot of you guys are busy and juggle hectic schedules. I can definitely relate. I find that nowadays I don't really have the time anymore to create intricate journaling spreads. That's why I thought it would be helpful to walk you through my simple and functional setup. Setting this up really doesn't take long at all, and not to mention, this journaling system is super adaptable and really easy to use. That being said, let's get right into it. So I'll start off with the supplies that I'm using. First off, I'm using a clear binder. I wanted to keep my system flexible in case I wanted to change anything, move things around, or just in case I made a mistake. And I find the binder is perfect for all of that. And to go along with that, I use insertable A5 paper with a dot grid. If you're interested in any of these two items, I'll insert the link to each of them below. The first thing in my bullet journal is a key. It's there in case I ever need to reference what certain symbols stand for. However, I find that I don't actually use it, so I might just take it out. Just as a reminder, you don't have to include something in your bullet journal just because everyone else has it. For example, I don't have an index because I found I never used it in my past journals. So next is the monthly log. Here I write down any key events, tasks, and other things I know I have to do this month. And rather than spending hours drawing out a single calendar, I created a template that would fit into my A5 journal. If you're interested in using it, you can find it in the link below. I just printed mine out, cut it with my paper cutter, although you can use scissors, and just glued it right into my journal. It's as simple as that. Next is my habit tracker. This is my favorite and probably the most important part of my bullet journal. It keeps me disciplined and motivates me to take the steps I need to reach my goal. Rather than focusing only on the end goal, the habit tracker breaks down those larger goals into smaller and more achievable ones. At the end of the day, your daily actions determine whether or not you'll cross the finish line. Like the monthly log, I created a template rather than drawing out this intensive grid, as you can imagine. I also linked it below if you want to use it. This is a spread I use to help plan out my content for my blog. It's a pretty basic spread that helps me keep track of key details. You can do this for any work or school related things, or any task really. It's really good for staying organized and keeping yourself on track. This is my YouTube planner and scheduler spread. This is similar to my last spread, but here I organize the content I want to share on YouTube. Along with that, I write the tasks I need to complete for each video and when I want to publish the video by. This definitely helped me stay focused and was a quick spread to create. My daily log is where I write my daily tasks and events. As you may have noticed, I placed a sticky note on the top right corner of this page. This sticky tab is convenient as it helps me get to my daily log quickly and easily. I kept the layout simple and flexible because there are some days where I don't use my daily log. Rather than sectioning and labeling everything out beforehand, I just write the date as I go. Keeping the section open-ended allows me to use as much space as I need for busier days, and also allows me to jump back in if I haven't used my journal for a while. And And at the end of my journal, I have extra blank pages for my daily log and also for any additional pages I want to create in the future. And that concludes my bullet journal walkthrough. As you can tell from my bullet journal pages, I try to avoid overcomplicating things. I only include the things I consider necessary. I find a cluttered journal hard to use as it takes up a lot of time and energy to organize things. Ultimately, my goal is to journal as efficiently as possible. Bullet journaling doesn't have to be stressful or complicated. You don't need to learn hand lettering or have any amazing artistic capabilities. Ultimately, your bullet journal can be whatever you need it to be. Your bullet journal is a vehicle to get you to your goals and to the best version of you. There is no right or wrong. Thank you so much for watching. If you're interested in bullet journaling but haven't started, I encourage you to try this setup. I also included a link to a corresponding blog post which goes more into detail on how to set up your own flexible bullet journal. Again, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.